So, Michael Pereira versus Anthony Hernandez. Not the most high-profile fight at middleweight, but it's definitely a profile enough to where you're going to start to see the lower echelons. Who should we throw up there with the top names? Because we have Anthony Hernandez, and then we have Michael Pereira. And Anthony has done pretty good in kind of like stopping hype trains before they stop. We remember that I think it was the last fight he fought with the rear naked choke over that one Russian fighter. I forget that guy's name, to be honest. I'm going to be real. But I do remember seeing him fight on one of those main cards, and he got the W. When you're choking out a Russian like that, that puts you on the map. So I see a lot of promise with this dude. When you choke out a Russian like that, and those Russians are supposed to go in the UFC to win, you have a lot of you got a lot of promise to you. And what better test than Michael Pereira? But Michael Pereira is a test. Because this guy, I remember when he used to fight like non-ranked, I didn't really see him becoming championship material, but he's seasoning himself right now to become that championship material. So although Anthony Hernandez could get a jump in the rankings, Michael Pereira can definitely season himself more so he's ready for the top profiles. Because, a lot of people thought, is he a journeyman? Is he going to be anywhere? He was very well an entertaining fight, and he's made more memes in the internet about button spamming with the backflips that he's been doing. And obviously that showmanship, that flashiness has cost him in fights and decisions and stuff. But once he learns how to contain that, he's more of a force to be reckoned with the more disciplined and less wild he gets, even though he has definitely the athleticism to make it that way. But the guy's a beast, and if he continues to go up this path and continue to get wins together, I could see him doing top contention at middleweight. Against who? I don't know. Maybe Jared Cannonier, maybe against Kyle Barrio. Maybe if he really wants to shoot up there and see if he can control that chaos. But that's going to be his mode of victory, is discipline, because I do see that all these flashy moves that he likes to do might come back to bite him at one point. I think that's the one differentiate that's going to give Anthony Hernandez an edge in this fight, because Anthony's just there to win. He's not there to put on as much of a show as Michael is. Michael's going to try to do those two things, put on a show and get the win, but it's hard to do both when you're doing backflips like that. And some of that's really impressive. Like, I like him doing backflips over somebody's guard when they're on bottom. It's entertaining. It gives the fans something to see, and that is what the UFC is all about. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge it, but it is about entertainment, and Michael really adds that. And he doesn't have to strip it completely, but if he just learns to contain it, if he wins tonight, he can continue to pile on wins, and he could possibly be in the top 5 or get a title shot. I'm just saying it's a long shot, but it could definitely be possible in the future. But that's if he just shows a little discipline with all of his flips and tricks and everything like that, because I do see in the future, if he doesn't check that stuff, those high-level guys are just going to wait. Like, you ever see that really bad MMA movie, Never Back Down, where the guy's doing backflips and then chooses to do a handstand and just rolls into the bad guy, and the bad guy just decks him once, fight's over? I'm wondering if a real version of that could happen with Michael Pereira, and I don't want it to. It would be really bad for his career. It would really, end some stuff, but I really hope that he doesn't try to flash as much, because he already is a flashy fighter. He already is an entertaining fighter. But overdrive can really derail a hype train. I'm just saying. But that's what I got to say. Peace out. Let's see this fight and see where it goes.